okay. Now, is this a crazy thing to say? This is wild. This is an absolutely wild thing to say, especially when Florida State had the year they had last year, especially when Tommy Castellanos got benched last year at Boston College. Yes, Saban's not there. It doesn't matter. It's still Bama. It's still a top 10 defense.
Y'all get to go put hands on this man. Y'all get to baptize this man. You get to tell him what it's like to be baptized in the tide, in the blood. If you know what I mean here, we're going to help this man go see Jesus about himself and about some of the things that he has made. We're going to ask him, hey, are you happy with the choices that you decided to make, particularly on June 23rd?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Long Run. Morning Run with Piano Man. I'm right here. Man, that clip gets me fired up every time. Yes, but before we get started here, good morning, Latoya. Good morning and Roll Tide DSGB84, that down south Georgia, representing them dogs out of Athens. Good morning, bro. Man, hey, I got your text yesterday. You saw my reply, right? Yes, sir. I don't know if that's true or not, but good gracious life. It looked like a cyborg to me, man. Good morning, Steven. Good morning to you, my man, KT. What the business is. You know what the business is. What's up with you? What's up with you? What's up with you, everybody? Anitra, good morning to you. Don't you start. Good morning, Dwight. My producer's here, 401k crew, getting in the groove this morning. What's up with everybody? I hope everybody's having a nice morning and everything that every big dog gotta eat. You know what? For a couple of y'all, I think Big Dog Gotta Eat and DSG, I think I might have to have y'all's own theme song. You know what I'm saying? I might have to put George Clinton, Atomic Dog for y'all, because y'all the dogs, man. Y'all the dogs. All the dogs in the house. Yeah. Good morning, Gwen, and Roll Tide to you. Good morning. How are you? Good to see you, Nitra, Latoya. Yeah, and as you can see, 17 days. I'm going to be good, I guess. Gergon, get on for here with that. Get on for here with that. Ain't nobody studying all that, Anitra. You, Latoya, KT. Then when Susan the ringleader come, then here we all go. Then yonder go Jesus on the bicycle, hair flowing in the wind and everything. Steven gets started up and all that kind of stuff. See, I be trying to be good. And y'all still, man, go ahead and have to look here. Because, by the way, today is What's on Your Mind Wednesday, okay? I got to do something. Dwight, I got to do something right here. I sure forgot to do it. Yeah, I forgot to do it. Here we go. All right. All right. There we go. If you want to come on. There you are right there. 3 Saturdays, Dwight. There you are right there. You can come on. Steven, it's always on my mind. That's I'm just saying, you when you a real man, that's on your mind. After the Lord is way up there. I mean, he's definitely on my mind. But from a human perspective, man, ain't nothing like it, Stephen. Yeah, one particular. Well, let me be quiet. Yes, sir, Bob. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but listen. What's on your mind Wednesday? 3 Saturdays we play. Next Saturday, actually, yes, next Saturday. The season starts. Next Saturday is week 0. Next Saturday, Dwight, Stanford and Hawaii plays, Fresno State and Kansas plays, Sam Houston and Western Kentucky plays, Iowa State and Kansas State play. Watch that game right there. I'm telling you now, watch that game right there. Kansas State and Iowa State plays next Saturday at 11 a.m. on ESPN. Oh yeah, sure do. I want some biscuits with that honey, girl. Anitra, you already know what the business is. Piano Man, old school. You gotta have something to sop that thing on up there. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir. Rebound. I'm just a country as a truckload of watermelons. I'm telling you now. I know it. What's up, Double L? Yeah, honey. Sugar, you are my kind of girl. Y'all don't know nothing about that kind of stuff. And you got me. Man, anyway, yeah. Look, here's what's on your mind Wednesday. Someone has already asked me about Caden Proctor. How is he looking? I think that was Big Dog. Big Dog Got to Eat. Asked me about that. Make sure that was him. Yeah, how is Caden Proctor looking this year? You know what? They're saying, they're saying, according to what we were getting the other night, off from B Sharp, off of his program, I forgot his name. I'm not good with names these days, especially, got so much on the brain. But saying that he's looking good, but we know how we're gonna see. We're in practice, we're this, we're that, and the third. We're gonna see come August the 30th. I think that's going to be about the safest answer to give you, Big Dog, is come August the 30th when we take the field against Florida State. That's when a lot of the questions will be answered. But I'm going to say again, by the third, the fourth week, by the time, and then using the governor's analogy, by the time we get ready to play Tennessee, that's going to be midterms and everything. We're going to know really where our grades are, this, that, and the third, where our injuries are. The injury to, we know that Caden had a bad shoulder. We also know that Jaden Roberts is dinged up a little bit, but according to Coach DeBoer, Jaden's injury shouldn't be long-term, or I think it's Latsier Brooks. I think his is not going to be long-term. So we do have some dinged up players right now and everything. I just don't want it to have that look like it had at A-Day, y'all. I don't want to see that again. That was horrible. When we were there and we were there looking at the players get off the bus, Susan and I were standing right with Susan, my sister, and myself. We were all standing right there looking at them get off the bus. And even though they were getting off the bus and had their jerseys on and this and that and the third and had their, whatever, they looked like a scene from a mass casualty movie. Like anything but a stretcher and ambulance. You see what I'm saying? But they were dinged up. They were banged up. And so that's what we don't want to see. But to answer your question, Caden, Big Dog, I guess Caden is okay. I think he's better, but we really won't know until August 30th. August 30th. That's not the best answer that I can actually give you, is that we really won't know until August 30th when it's time for the Tide to take that field there in Tallahassee. Good morning, Stephen. Yeah. Yep. All teams, listen, everybody, all teams has someone, thank you, LaToya, Justin Smith. He was talking about him the other night, Justin Smith. And as a matter of fact, if you're not a follower of Justin on social media, I suggest that you follow him. There's your insider. I'm telling you now. That dude comes with some stuff almost on an everyday basis, especially on Twitter. I was looking at him yesterday, and he was still coming with some stuff. So, you know, pay attention. And that's why I give, let me do this here. Let me do this here. Where is it at? Right here. Yeah, right here. Thankful for everybody in the chat, all 17 of y'all. Touchdown Alabama, you can find them there. Thank you. Put that up there. Justin can be found at Touchdown Alabama. But hear me what I was about to say to add on to what LaToya's saying right there. When I give y'all names like Clint Lamb, when I give y'all names like Justin Riley, Marvin Constant, Coach Sean, B. Sharp, Coach Al, I'm doing it for a reason. I'm doing it for a reason. When I give y'all names like Ty Hayes, the final whistle, I'm doing it for a reason. When I tell you go watch DSGB 84, I'm doing it for a reason. Zach Pitcher Gaming, but he's changed his name. I'm doing it for a reason. Okay? When I tell you to go listen to Ryan Fowler and all those guys on Tide 100.9, whether you agree with them or not, I'm still telling you to go and check them out for a reason. Way off sides for a reason. All those guys. A lot of these guys, either they're insiders or they have true connections with insiders. You see what I'm saying? And if you listen close enough, you can tell when somebody's actually been either they're on the inside or they have a connection with an insider or someone that just blowing smoke. You see what I'm saying? Right about now, a lot of guys. Wait a minute, what did I just read? What did I just see? Yeah. Thank you, Anitra. Thank you for putting that out there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that on the big spot. Wait a minute. I'm subscribed to all you just named and many more. See what I'm saying? And therefore, when you do it like Anitra's doing it, you're going to get many sides of the same story, because no two people see something alike. But that does not make them not credible. Okay? What it does, it just makes them see things different. That's all. But trust me when I tell you, you will know when somebody's actually either have a connection on the inside or they're actually on the inside versus someone who doesn't. That's all Piano Man is saying. That's all Piano Man is saying. And then you can formulate your own conclusion of how some things are going. How you would like it, how you think it's going to go. Okay? So when I tell you all to do that, I'm doing it for a reason. I have a big reason to do it, or a big reason that I'm doing it. So on this What's on Your Mind Wednesday, that's what I'm after today, is what's on your mind. When Anitra says I'm subscribed to all you just named and many more, I like that. Anitra, can I tell you something? Me too. All these guys that I just named and everything, I am subscribed to their channels. And I'm there, and especially I try to learn from them. I'm not there for competition. There is no competition with none of us. There's no competition. I'm there to support, but I'm also there to learn. I'm new at this. And you know, Dwight, there's some things I really want to say. And one of the listeners, hit me up yesterday and said, Piano Man, stop holding some things in. And, I try to hold them in because I try to be a gracious host. I try to be a professional doing this for the first time. This is going to be coming up on my first year. Forgot what day I came on, but anyway, it'll let me know when my anniversary is and everything. But I try to be as informative as I can be. I'm not trying to be like, how can I put it? I'm not trying to be like other podcasters. That's them. This is me. And I just do it the best that I can do it. And I think that's all that's required, is to do it the best that I can do it. Call it from my perspective. Because if I wanted to be someone else, if I needed to be someone else, I would just be on their channel and just stay right there. Like when I thank you, Stephen. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But I'm telling you, when y'all give me suggestions on different podcasters and content creators, I go there. Some of y'all might not think that. Some of y'all might not think that I do, but yes, I do. I follow y'all's lead on a lot of stuff. I'm just saying. And so that's the one thing that's on my mind this morning, is to encourage everybody to be the best that they can be. And I learned something. I've learned something over the years of my living. It's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. If they call you something, that doesn't necessarily make you that. But if you answer to that, sometimes you mess up. So don't worry about what they call you. If you answer to it, now that's going to be between you and them and God. But all I'm saying is that these guys, these people that I just named, Kyle Henderson, I'm going to tell you something. Kyle Henderson comes with so much information a lot of time, but he comes with some thought-provoking stuff, just like Coach Sean does. But Coach Sean comes at it from a coach's perspective. And I can respect that because I used to play the game. I coached just a little bit, but not enough where, like what Coach Sean did and how he does things. So I'm just saying that, hey, make it happen. But like, if you want to know something about Auburn from a sensible standpoint, check out Tez and NC Season. If you really want to know something about Auburn, I mean, I know Stephen. Now, Stephen, don't go there, Stephen. Stop. I'm stopping Stephen before he gets started. But if it was something that you wanted to know about Auburn from a illusional standpoint, Tez is your guy. But the point that I'm making is there are other Auburn content creators and podcasters that are out there. Tez is just one that I know that makes sense to me. And not only is Tez knowledgeable about Auburn, Tez is just knowledgeable about life. You see what I'm saying? So if I need to have a good life conversation, I go to Tez, I go to Coach Carl, I go to Coach Sean, I go to B Sharp, I go to those guys, I go to Coach Al. If I just want to listen, I'm gonna tell you somebody else that don't you sleep on them. Uncle Jay. We don't talk about Uncle Jay a lot because Uncle Jay doesn't have a lot to say about certain things. Good morning, Uncle Jay, if you're listening, bro. But I'm telling you now, Uncle Jay has talked me off the ledge a whole bunch of days. And when I say off the ledge, I mean from going ballistic. Okay? He said, Piano Man, hey, bro, no. You know, I'm just saying. Exactly, Anitra. Tez is about the only Auburn fan I would even listen to. But like Anitra said, I'm subscribed to you and just many more. There's a wealth of information out there. Find it. Find it. Formulate your own conclusion. Formulate your own conclusions. That's all I'm saying. Formulate your own conclusion. And then, because there are some that get on radios, on social venues and social media venues and all kinds of stuff and say all kinds of stuff. I heard, and can never tell you where they heard it from. I hear you, Double L. Now, Tez, I don't know if you're watching or not, but you see, you got a fan base, man. People are listening because the one thing I do, I pump my brothers and sisters up. I do. I promote them. I produce them, and they do me the same way. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. But Tez and Bo Jackson are the only two that get a pass. Yeah, Bo Jackson, the Bo Jackson. Okay, Bo Jackson. I listen to Tez and Bo. Okay. Good morning, Justice Summerlin. Roll Tide to you, brother. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. See, that's how I like when people come on my chat. Come on up in here. Roll Tide. Okay? Roll Tide. Now, if you from another fan base, represent your fan base. Mm-hmm. Y'all, Anitra, I got Steven, I got a new juice. Oh, buddy, I got a new juice. My goodness gracious alive. That's watermelon juice, y'all. This is yellow meat watermelon juice. And it is delicious. So now I found me a real substitute. I found me a real substitute for if I want that soda taste, whatever. But I found me a real substitute for soda, and it's watermelon juice. Yes, ma'am. Watermelon juice. Double A. What's up? I'm well. Double A still, trying to get this laryngitis going and everything, but we're gonna make it. These sinuses just won't let me be great. No, Stephen, no. No. Okay, but like the creek water and water. This crew here, man. This crew here, y'all already cutting up. Yeah, thank you, Anitra. And it's really good. The yellow meat and the red, really good, and it's really sweet. But I'm gonna tell you what I did. I added just a little vanilla flavoring to it, and it is delicious. It is delicious. Y'all don't y'all pump and everything. Okay, KT. Okay. Thank you for 295 subscribers. I've been flirting with that 300 for a minute. To all listeners, lookers, and lurkers, go ahead and help your boy out. But if you've never subscribed to the Long Run with Piano Man, come on and subscribe. Don't let TikTok outdo you now. 5. I just need 5, because after those 5, when we get to the 300, we're gonna be trying to go with the 500. Okay, and so let's just get there. All right. Friday, Big Dog. Friday. Be there Friday. I'll be there Friday. Mm-hmm. Y'all, this is good, man. I'm telling you. You know what? Like I said, today was On Your Mind Wednesday. I really don't have a format. I'm putting a format together, trying to get ready for next week, because next week, actually, the season starts. And you know what? I don't mean this in any disrespect, but Stanford, Hawaii, Fresno, and Fresno and Kansas, okay? Sam Houston, Western Kentucky, Iowa State, and Kansas State. And I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you something. And those games are just as important as to that fan base as if it's an Alabama fan base. Each fan base is important to the other fan base, and that's why I respect them all. And so next week we're going to kind of be talking about that, and then we're going to really be focusing on Florida State, Alabama. We're going to be focusing on it from every standpoint that we can. I kind of did it a little while back. But I didn't go all off into it. But then come the Thursday of the week of August 28th, and all that kind of stuff, then that's when it's going to be all systems go. We're going to be firing on all cylinders. I'm going to get a crash course from Dwight and others in how to do some things and submitting graphics and all that kind of stuff. So Piano Man is going to be sort of busy, but I want to be able to present the best and all that kind of stuff. Answering this question right here, no. I know Amber sees it in a different way. Amber Nicole 313. I know Amber sees it in a different way, and she's hoping that they do. But I'm going to side with Jacob right there. I don't think so. I think it's a bunch of allegations, but the NCAA has actually lost its credibility and its power. It's lost it. It has lost it. I don't think so, big dog. I've been said it. When all of these allegations came up, I'm just saying, no. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. All right. Big dog got to eat. I'll be laying down the Banter Friday. Then y'all better be ready. Well, I'm ready right now, big dog. I'm ready. I am ready. And y'all know what? It just kind of hit me. Yes, Stephen. Yeah. The NCAA is a toothless tiger. They're just walking around looking like they got it together. They looking like they're powerful. NCAA, not right now. Mm-hmm. Right, KT. Right. I said the same thing. They don't want to lose the umbrella they do have, and they're not going to lose it. If they do something to Michigan, there will be hope. But don't hold your breath. I've been saying it. They're not going to do anything. And I'm still going to stand by what I said yesterday to Jacob, and that's this here. Michigan will be that squad that's going to be there at the end of the year. And they're going to take somebody's place in that college football playoff 12. If Bama was in the Michigan situation, do you think he would lay the hammer to Bama? Yep. I do believe that. Yeah. Bama's been in a situation before where there were suspensions and this and that and the third. Bama has been there. So Bama knows how that game is played. Oh, Justin, you good, bro? Thank you for being here. Bama in 2025, roll tide. What's up? What's up with you? Good to see you. But Ann, yes. Going back to Ann's question, yes, they would do it. And you know what? And I'm gonna say this. Here lately, people are still accusing Saban of cheating. I'm serious. People are still accusing Saban of cheating. That all those years at Bama, Saban cheated. People still holler that. They still holler that. But I know what that's all about. 6 championships in 17 years. You don't see that. That's unheard of. But these people wanted to come and play for Saban. And Coach Saban got the best out of those guys. Even in a non-championship year, he was still fielding a team that could, if the circumstances were right or whatever, they could still field a championship type team. Yes, Bama came close to the death penalty. Yes. And remember, SMU did get the death penalty back in the gap. SMU did get it. SMU did get it. They got it. So all I'm saying is that this Connor Stallion thing, no, if anything comes, if it comes to fruition and something happens, then Dwight, me and Uncle Buck we're gonna do our happy dance. Me and Uncle Buck. Look what Big Dog got it. If Tennessee was in Michigan's situation, the NCAA would give Tennessee the death penalty and try to devolve the team. I'm of the firm belief. That might be something to look into. What does it take for a team, for a school program to get the death penalty? Hey, thank you, Anitra. Thank you. Thank you, Anitra. I appreciate it. But I'm just saying now that I am of the firm persuasion. That Michigan, I'm gonna say it again, nothing is going to happen to Michigan. Matter of fact, we've got 17 days and they play their first game just like we do. 17 days. They have their first game. I'm almost willing to bet that nothing happens. Yeah, you know what, KT? I'm glad you brought that up. The NCAA is not the only one that thinks about that from it as an institution. A whole lot, including Michigan, a whole lot of schools feel the same way. And this is why they're really wanting the SEC investigated. They're saying that when Michigan beat Bama those 2 times in a row, you could hear the drummers drumming and the horn players playing and everybody was doing their happy dance that somebody finally took down Alabama. Because it wasn't just an SEC thing as a whole, KT. It was actually a Bama discrepancy or a Bama thing that they had a problem with because of its dominance. Because I'm just gonna leave it like that. Because of its dominance, it just wasn't an SEC thing. It was a Alabama thing. That's how I see it. Because Georgia's not even getting the same scrutiny right now that Alabama got, because Georgia's only won 2 chips like that. I keep telling everybody, Georgia will not show the dominance that Alabama showed. I don't care what they put out there. Georgia will find a way to lose some stuff. Yeah, I'm just saying. Back up. The other man, Philip Sims, former Bama standard last night. He dropped some knowledge regarding Coach Saban and his time at Bama. Okay, I'm going back and watch it. Because here's the funny part. Folks talk about Coach Saban and this and that and the third. But even when Coach Saban was at Michigan State, he was good. But not like he was when he was at Bama. Even when Coach Saban was at LSU, good, but not like he was when he was at Bama. I'm just saying. Something about Bama. But the tenure he was there, building relationships, and he got people to buy into his philosophy of what's going on, of what's happening. So I believe that what Coach DeBoer is doing is becoming an extension or building upon a philosophy that is within the Alabama community as it relates to football. He's building upon those principles. He's building upon that. And I believe that the dust is settling. And so now we're going to see, I'm of a firm persuasion, we are going to see we're going to see something new, but yet it's going to be a tradition, a standard that's going to be continued, but it's just going to be in a new way of coaching, a new way of implementing things. I can almost tell the attitude, and I don't know if anybody, and Dwight, bro, do you happen to have the Ty Simpson press conference interview? We got that. I don't know if I don't think I sent it, but I was very impressed with Ty yesterday. I was very impressed. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Like I told y'all before, I was really pulling for Austin Mack. Not that I don't have nothing against Ty. I have nothing against Ty. But I was pulling for Austin Mack simply because of the fact that he's the forgotten guy in this. People forget because it's either Ty or it's Keelan. Nobody talks about Austin. No, very few people talk about Austin Mack. You know, only from the perspective that they're saying, oh, he's going to transfer. He's this, he's that, he's the third. I'm looking at that. But anyway, Ty was chosen. Ryan Grubb gave the reasons as into why and everything. Yeah. I got you, ma'am, in 2025. Yes. That interview, man, it made me look at Ty Simpson a lot differently. And I've heard Ty in interviews before, and he was very impressive in those prior interviews. But that one a couple of days ago, I'm all in with Ty Simpson. I'm all in with our quarterbacks. I'm all in. And when Ty made the statement of how he gave props to every quarterback that he was under, of how he learned from them, how he learned. I'm being honest with you, how he learned. And how he loved, exactly, Stephen, and how he loved Bama. And he's Bama through and through, and he refused to go anywhere else. I understand that. I hear you, KT. Very well spoken. Okay, here we go. Watch this.
It's a dream come true. You know, I came here out of high school wanting to be the starting quarterback, and I'm just excited, and I can't, thank my teammates enough for making me look good, and I'm ready for the opportunity.
How happy are you that you sat back for 3 years, sat as a backup? How happy are you now that you made the decision to stay with Alabama?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's abnormal for sure to, not transfer in today's day and age. But, I don't regret it at all. I love being here. I love my teammates. I love this university. I learned a lot from the guys that played before me, like Bryce and Jalen. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them, and then the guys behind me, like Keelan and Austin. I think that they pushed me and elevated my game to a game that it's never seen before. So we're going to continue to grow it each and every day as a quarterback room as a group, and I'm excited about it.
Tell us about the moment finding out and what that was like.
Yeah, so we had a quarterback meeting, and it was just us three, and then Grubb, Coach Sheridan, and Coach DeBoer were in there, and they were just like, guys, hey, we're gonna name Tyler starter today. And we went from there, and they were really appreciative of me, and congratulated me. Austin McKeelan did, and they just told me to go get it. And like I said, I can't thank those guys enough because I wouldn't be here if they didn't push me every single day.
Was it unusual for?
It was surreal for sure. It's something I've dreamed about, since I came here. But I'm not going to sit here and say nothing I didn't expect. I feel like I worked my tail off for it. And I'm just excited for the opportunity to go out there with my guys and compete each and every day.
How's the relationship been like with you and Coach Grubb? How do you feel like you've been flourishing underneath him?
Yeah, that's my guy, man. He came in here, and I knew him a little bit when he first got here back last year. But the whole Seahawks thing happened. But when he came back, man, he's been so great. I've learned so much ball from him and Coach Sheridan. And they've just been in unison when it comes to everything, to the detail, the routes, to the run mesh or whatever. I learned a lot of ball from those guys, and so I feel like they helped me as a quarterback, being a coach's son, and just trying to make sure that I put the team in the best position to win.
How much has it helped you or held you back that you've been dealing with a different offensive coordinator every single year since you've been here?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it held me back at all. I think about the guys when I first got here. I had Bill O'Brien, I had Alex Mortensen, who's a quarterback coach and offensive coordinator at UAB, and then Derek Dooley. Learned a ton of ball from those guys and Bryce, and then Tommy Reese, John McNulty. And then Coach Dooley was there my second year. I learned a different type of offense and learned just different types of schemes or whatever. And then, my third year, I have Coach DeBoer, Coach Sheridan, and then Coach Grubb this year. And, I don't feel like it's something bad at all. I've learned a lot of stuff from those guys and a lot of different stuff that I've taught, the other guys of like, hey, this is how we did it in the past, maybe that'll help you, read it a certain type of way or whatever. So, I wouldn't say by any means it's hurt me. I think it's helped me by a lot.
Who did you call?
This quarterback battle different than the ones that you've done?
It's different just because, one, I'm older, but it just is a different type of group. Those guys have helped me a lot. And they were just great guys or whatever, being older definitely helps. And they push me every single day, so I can't thank them enough.
Were you more confident because of having gone through a similar experience?
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like I have, just because I know what to expect, and I know, hey, the mistakes I did last time, I'm going to make sure I'm not going to do that again. And just being older and confident and understanding, like, hey, I'm just going to be the best I can every single day. And my teammates, man, they gave me a lot of confidence, just in and out every day, just making plays for me and blocking. I can't thank those guys enough.
Ty, I imagine your phone's been blowing up a little bit in the past day or so. Who are some folks that you heard from, former teammates, different people that really stood out to you?
Greg McElroy texted me, which is really cool. I really look up to him a lot. A bunch of my family, a bunch of my friends, a bunch of guys who transferred out have reached out. It means a lot because I'm a big, relationship person. I'm a people person. So, guys who left, I really try to connect with them in a lot of different ways. I may not understand why they left, but I just want them to know that they can always count on me and understand that I'll be there for them in anything they need. And I think I take that into my game too, that, understand that, like, hey, I'm going to be the best teammate I can be, and make sure that I'm going to do everything I can to help our team win.
Who was your first call or text when you found out?
Definitely my family, my dad, and I think my mom and dad started crying or whatever. So it was surreal. So I called my dad later that night, and then I took a nap. So
Did you call Book, or did he call you?
yeah. So Book, I texted Book, and he called me, and he was like, I better be at the draft like you were with me. So it'll be a fun year for sure. I'm excited to watch him play for the Cowboys.
Ty, take me through Alabama's wide receivers. What
Yeah.
have you seen this fall from room guys like Isaiah Horton?
Yeah, man, we got a bunch of studs, man. I'm really excited about that group. We got a transfer from Isaiah from Miami, who I knew, in Nashville. Jerem's coming off a big year, who I think he's going to have a better year. Even the same as Ryan. He's older now, bigger and stronger. Then you got guys like Derek Meadows, Latsir Brooks, Rico Scott, who are stepping up in big ways. And then you got Cole Adams, and Bach is transferring from defense to offense. Man, those guys are doing a great job, and they're really detailed in their routes. And Shep has done a great job just making sure that even on pass plays that they're or run plays that they're blocking and being selfless, man. So I'm really excited about that group, and it's my job to get those good players the ball.
What do you want your process over the next couple of weeks now that you've been named starter?
Yeah, really nothing's going to change. I'm going to make sure I go through my process of just being the best I can be. I got to make sure that my teammates can count on me and make sure they have confidence in me. And I'm going to make sure that I can, give us the best chance to win. And, whether that's handing the ball off 50 times or throwing it 50 times, I got to understand my job and make sure that I give us the best chance to win on Saturdays.
Other than being just simply older, how do you feel you're a different quarterback than the last time you went through a competition like this?
Yeah, I've talked to Coach Saban a lot. He always would tell me, don't worry about the outside noise, don't worry about external factors, don't worry about anybody else. Just be the best you can be. And I really didn't understand that when I was a young guy. I would always be worried about, somebody else or somebody at, a different type of school or whatever, or be looking somewhere else and, be like, man, I could have played there or whatever. But, he always kept saying, just focus on yourself, focus on the best you can be. And then, when Coach DeBoer came, he talked about going 1-0 and, winners win because that's what winners do. And I had to sit back and, pray about it and just think to myself, like, man, like, I got to do something. I can't keep going down this road of just, worrying and having anxiety or whatever. So, I sat back in my room one night and I was like, man, I'm going to pray. I'm going to give everything I got to the Lord and just make sure I understand that, like, hey, that, I'm just going to be the best player, the best Ty Simpson I can be. And I think, these last couple of years, that's what I've really tried to do, just make sure, like, hey, don't do anything fancy, man. Like, it's the University of Alabama, just play football and just be the best version of yourself you can be. So,
what stood out to you in those prayers, or what kind of revelations did you have in those moments?
I remember my sophomore year when it happened, really. It was after a spring scrimmage. I came in, I didn't really do a lot.
Cutting out alcohol completely isn't the key to getting that summer six-pack. This is what for Human program. When he initially came to us, he felt weak and was
All right. Now, right quick, you heard it for yourself. As into, there's the Ty Simpson story. There's the Ty Simpson story. There it is right there for all the world to hear. And I'm of the firm belief that a man, I know people say things here, there, and yonder. I got all that. I got all that. But it is, let's put it this way. This job right here, right now, y'all know what I'm about to say. As of 8/13/2025, in the year of our Lord, this job right here, right now, the QB of the Alabama Crimson Tide is Ty Staloobs. He's gained it. He's done everything to get the job. You can't lay it out no better than that in black and white. He's done everything. And I don't know if y'all saw what I wrote in the chat. I didn't put it on the big screen, but I put it on the chat. And that's this here. You ready for this? I'm going to put up another clip in just a second. You ready for this here? He's only thrown one interception. One interception. Now, in the words of Pastor Damon Redden, y'all check this out.
Oh, I didn't know about the opening statement. Hey guys, Ty Simpson's our starter. How's that? Pretty good? Okay, let it ride. What do we got?
Why is Ty Simpson your starter?
There we go. Good follow-up. Ty did a really nice job of taking care of the football. I think number one, I think Ty is an incredible playmaker on the move. And I think from there, guys like that, you worry, are they going to be able to train themselves to be able to take care of the football? And even the room in general, Ty led that charge, but Ty didn't throw any picks last week. He's thrown one all camp. We've thrown 4 total this camp. And this spring, I think at this time we had thrown 15. So I think in general, the guys are understanding the concepts and control the offense a lot better as a room. And Ty was the best at that. And so his ability to command and create out of the pocket, I thought was the best, make great decisions. And he's just much cleaner on some of the things that you expect an older quarterback to be able to do.
You mentioned the interceptions. Are you still seeing the quarterbacks, Ty specifically, push the ball down the field in fall camp?
Yeah, we are. Absolutely. Let's see. I don't know what today was, but we'd had 6 practices in a row where we hit our explosive number. So we've certainly been able to get the ball down the field, which is great because I think our defense does a good job of trying to limit those. So which was a lot better. I don't know if we had 5 days of that all of spring. So 6 in a row. I think we had 8 out of 10 practices. So we're rolling a little bit.
Brian, what was the message to Austin and Keelan when, I guess, moving forward with Ty being the official starter now?
Well, I think for those guys, I know, they have to continue to progress. I think that for quarterbacks in general, any position is tough, but the development of a quarterback to continue to move forward during the season, I think is the toughest thing. Like that's the thing. Like you have to find ways to generate both coaching staff wise to create looks and opportunities that those guys don't just pause. Young quarterbacks are really talented like Austin and Keelan. What you don't want is that the starters named and all this improvement that they've been making to this point just comes to a screeching halt. So that part they totally understood. I know they're up to the task, and I think there's a huge part of that is just the relationships and the bond that's been built in that room. I told the guys, I thought one of the things that stood out to me the most about that room was there never was this feeling of somebody conceding. So like, oh, Ty's going to be the guy. There was never an approach by any of the three guys that it was like, it's him or him. At the same time, it was all organic. Guys were able to focus on their job and just be the best quarterback they can be. And I think that they all developed because of the type of room that we have. So tip of the cap to those guys. I don't think that's coaching. I think that's just the guys doing a really good job of just focusing on themselves. And, I think Austin and Keelan will be up to that.
Have we decided upon number 2 yet?
Nope. We're still working through all that. Those guys will continue to rep. I think you'd be pigeonholing yourself a little bit on reps and opportunity for both those guys to get better.
Ty gets the job that's announced to the team. What's your message to him after that?
Just don't change anything. Like we still got a lot of stuff to clean up. Remember what got you the job, the things that, you're challenged to improve on after spring and that you did do to this point in camp. Nothing has to change. So I think you just got to keep improving on the things that he knows he has to work on. And this is just, it's announcement. It's a starting point. If you have any kind of finality to this announcement, whether you're the backup or the starter, I think, they're going to rob themselves of some really good opportunities.
What was the team's response to Ty being named starter?
Supportive. I think, the guys have been supportive of all three guys, but certainly Ty's shown the most leadership and command. So I don't think anybody was caught off guard by that. But I thought, we did a good job as a coaching staff. I'm not trying to pat ourselves on the back, but trying to let it play its course and make sure the team saw Ty earn it. I think that's important for Ty too, that he can come out there and his teammates know that he went and earned that spot. And they've been great, offense and defense. Ty's pretty fiery. He's a pretty fiery guy. I've really been impressed how he's been able to kind of calm that. I always thought I was wildly impressed in my time with Geno Smith. He's a fiery competitor as well. But I always told Ty, like, Geno's ability to get back to room temperature quickly and be able to process and be an elite quarterback was something that I was always just amazed by. And I told Ty, that's what you got to be, is a guy that can have composure and realize there's different times that, release points. You score a touchdown, you want to go crazy, right? But up to then, you just got to be a smooth operator.
You got to watch a lot of Ty's film, I assume, from last year and previous years.
Yep.
Where do you think he's made the biggest growth, and where do you still sort of want to see him continue to grow?
I would say poise and decision making. I think that his eyes would drop and he would give up on stuff really, really quickly because he is so athletic and can move. And now I just feel like, he's very poised back there. I think anytime you have a guy that can balance those two things, be an explosive athlete out of the pocket, but also know that he doesn't have to do it every time. I think that's the thing you love to see out of a guy like Ty.
Kind of threw Keelan Russell into the fire. I mean, immediately as a freshman, put him in a quarterback battle and things like that. What have you seen from Keelan as he kind of approached the pressure of a quarterback battle almost immediately on his arrival here, and how have you seen him grow?
Coach Sheridan and Coach DeBoer did a phenomenal job recruiting Key, and I thought their assessment when I got here was spot on. That he's a very composed player for a young player, and even when it's not perfect and things aren't going Key's way, I think he's able to just slow the game down. And I think that that's something that's, somewhat innate that he can just do. And so I think when you can build and then you continue to build on the knowledge base and understanding the system, he'll just keep getting better. So he's a really, really calm, excellent player with great vision.
How has Ty been in the quick game, just making the right reads with the underneath stuff?
Today specifically, I thought, we had some sequencing stuff where we're lining up in second and extra long or second and long, and trying to get a first down with 3 downs. And quick game showed up in those scenarios, and he hit every one of them. So I was really impressed, just his ability to get the ball out, make decisive decisions, have his eyes in the right spot. And a lot of times quick game just comes down to that, being decisive and making sure you're reading the right spot.
What can you do from a leadership standpoint over the next couple of weeks or going into the first game after being named starter?
Just keep being him. Honestly, I think if he started acting out of character or doing some things that he hadn't done to this point, I think that would be the red flag for the team or the guys. I think that he's established the type of person he is in the locker room. He's known these guys for a long time, and just keep being himself. My advice to him was just be authentic. As long as he does that, locker room has the best read for that. They know when guys aren't, and just stay in the wheelhouse.
I think he's the one quarterback in this group that the staff does not recruit. How do you gain your trust, Kalen's trust overall?
Well, I think that's a great question. And I will say this. One of my main messages to Ty was that he did earn it. And, that I thought that he was a little bit careless with the football, and that was something that I wanted to make sure that as a decision maker, with a good team and a lot of great supporting cast around him, you just want to make sure you can distribute the ball. And I thought for him, calming the game down, slowing it down, and being authentic in the meeting room, like just not trying to say things to impress a coach or like say something to show that you understand the coverage, asking genuine questions. I just being in the meeting room with him every day. I trust him in that regard. And I think that was a huge part for our growth.
Kalen, into that scrimmage that, by the second scrimmage, you wanted to name the quarterback. So kind of why was yesterday the right time? Was it that he showed enough in that first scrimmage that made you said you trusted him?
Yeah, it was, I really felt like he had showed enough through camp to be, kind of the dominant player in the room. And I felt like it was the best thing for the team just to move forward, and get the guys going and give some establishment to that position so the team could get behind him.
You mentioned Geno Smith, but going back to Jake Haener, Michael Penix, what's the common thread that you need to see in your starting quarterback, and how does Simpson have that?
Decision making and vision. Those are the two things. And for Ty, that's the thing is he's got good vision. And his decision making has went off the charts compared to what it was, and he just keeps doing that and being himself. He'll be a really, really good quarterback. Okay.
There you heard it. Let me see right here. I agree. I thought from his interview he wasn't trying to win anybody over by what he was saying. Exactly. I think that that now everything can be put to rest now. Everything can be put to rest. You've heard from Ty, you've heard from Grubb. Everything can be put to rest now. Yep. Roll Tide, Jeff. Jeff, I understand, brother. Been there, done that too. I did it too, bro. Yeah, take care of mama. Take care of mama. Do that, man. Take care of mama. From week to week preparations got to be tough. Working fundamentals, I'm just, I like that. I like that. I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to say except Ty's the guy. Let's get it. It's time to focus on Florida State now. No more. Hey, good morning, Van. Good morning. Good morning. It's just time to, it's just time to focus on Florida State now. No more distractions. Let's work. Now we know who the quarterback is. And I'm about to say this. It doesn't matter about QB2, QB3, QB50. A decision has been made on QB1. And everyone seems to be pleased. Yeah, exactly, Dwight. And that's what I said yesterday. This is telling me they're starting game prep now. Game prep has begun, y'all. It has begun. So yes, Stephen, we can. What Stephen and Ephraim was saying. Now the focus is on August the 30th. And I got to go back up. Wait a minute, let me scroll back up in the check. I think I started a couple of things that I want to. right here, something that Bama 2025 said. As a fan, I'm going to be patient with Bama until after the Georgia game. At that point, it will be evident what Bama will be. I got you on that. I think so. But I'm gonna tell you what's weary about that though, Bama in 2025, and we were sort of talking about this yesterday. And I want you to think about this. If you're still in the chat, hit me back. Week 1, the shakeup will begin. You're gonna have shakeups within the top 10 week 1. Remember now, Ohio State, Texas plays. Clemson, LSU plays. Let me see. I got it. LSU, Clemson plays. Notre Dame, Miami plays. We all know that Bama's playing Florida State. Top 10. Yeah, that's about it right there. But there will be a shakeup. Then Bama in 2025, in week 2, you've got Oklahoma, Michigan playing. That's going to be a shakeup within the top 20 right there. You see what I'm saying? So by the time we get to that Bama and Georgia game, depending on how 1 and 3 shakes out, we don't know where Bama will be ranked. Right now, they got us at 8th, and it really doesn't matter. But the point that I'm making, a lot of the pressure then is going to go on 4 versus 5 or something of that nature. This is going to be a top end game, a top tier game, and lots of pressure. And so, like we were saying yesterday, I would have rather us come from like the 10th spot and just begin to work our way up, because week 1 is going to shake up anyway. It's going to shake up. So I believe that this game preparation, like what the White is saying, is week 1 preparation is starting. Game 1 preparation is starting right now, but also be ready for the shakeup. The shakeup is coming. The shakeup is going to happen. I saw something else right here. Here we go. Latoya said, I start these are statements that I start. Our defense is known for takeaways, so that means Ty's putting the ball where it's supposed to be. Exactly. I heard that too. That if Ty is his vision and decision making, and he wants him to continue to grow in that, that also means that those were the areas that Ty had a deficiency in, and he's growing in it to the point to where he can start against another team's D1, first team defense, because he's doing some things against Bama's first team defense that they feel like that they have the confidence that he can accomplish against an opponent's first team defense. So yes, so that's not a Coach Carr kind of gave some light on this the other day, is that don't look at it from a negative standpoint as into something is wrong. Also look at it from what's right, from the positive standpoint for our team. So I'm gonna get y'all my prediction in a minute. I'm going back. Something else will start. Let me go. Something else was said. I thought I put something else and start something else. Let's see. Probably not overlooked because I thought there was 3 things I started. Yeah, right here. I didn't start this, but here's one KT said. Grubb ain't just giving out spots. Trust he earned the QB spot. And Grubb kept reiterating that he earned the spot. He did earn it. He did earn it. He earned it. He earned it. So I understand about the loyalty and the dedication. I got all that. You got other guys that are loyal and dedicated, but Some of these guys just didn't earn the spot. And Ty earned it, and they told why he earned it. What all constituted him earning the spot. So now with all that being said, and this, that, and the third, I gotta go do some stuff now. Let me see. Well, y'all lighten it up. I'm of the firm persuasion for real now. Game 1. If Bama gets that ball first. And Florida State stacks that box. I'm talking about if they load that box up. I'm telling you now, y'all. And Ty is doing what everything Coach Grubb is saying that he's doing. I could be way off base. But if they send a full blitz, they bring the house on that first play just to see where this dude's head is. I'm telling you now that Ty Simpson completes his very first collegiate pass as a starter, and that bad boy breaks for a touchdown. You talk about the shot heard around the world. Bama Nation is going, I can't say it how I want to say, Bama Nation going to lose their cool. Do y'all hear me today? Bama Nation going to lose their cool. Because I'm telling you, especially, let Piano Man set it up for you. It's 1st and 10, you know, from wherever on the, let's just say the 30-yard line. Let's just say it's on the 30 and everything. 1st and 10, we get the ball on the 30. And here comes Florida State. They load that box up, Van Edwards. And Ty recognizes the blitz. Here they come. He recognizes the blitz. I told y'all this a couple of days ago. One of two things going to happen. Number one, they either going to, if he audibles and they recognize the audible, they're going to back out of it and just play, just play a regular defense. Or number two, they go through with it. If the matchup is just right, let me get some more of my watermelon juice. If the matchup is just right, I'm telling you now, and he completes it on a short, and one of those receivers take it and bust it wide open, I'm letting y'all know as of right now, it's going to be a long day for Florida State. And I'm going to tell you something else. And folks will know. Their opponents will know. In the future, Susan, good morning, Roll Tide. In the future, LaToya. In the future, KT. In the future, Stephen. Watch this now. Folks will not do that again. Folks will not do that again. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm calling it like I see it. Because if he dropping dimes like that, I don't care where on the field he dropping them from or dropping them to. My thing is, if he's reading the defense like Coach Grubb is saying he's reading it, I'm telling you now, I can't even articulate it how I think that first play gonna be. How I think the first play gonna be. Anitra, I done fooled around here and got emotional just thinking about the potential of what I'm hearing. I'm serious as a heart attack. And 4 strokes. I'm telling you now that if that happens, Alabama, the Bama Nation gonna lose their cool if it happens like that. And I don't even care. Look at him. I don't care even if it's a running play. If I'm telling you now, let one of those running backs jam, AK did, Richie Young, Dre Washington. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Riley, any of them. Let one of them rascals break a long run. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be some. It's gonna be some furniture moving around here, and it won't be of the violent kind. Everybody go, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you. I got that feeling. I got a feeling. I got a feeling. Man, I'm telling you. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And I got another feeling. While I'm at it, I have another feeling. I think that this year, and we get these big leads, they're going to keep a big lead. They're going to pound on. Yeah. Okay. That's enough for me. I'd have had enough. I'd have said enough. I'm telling you now, I felt an emotion because I can about see it, man. I can about see it. I can about see how this is going to turn out. I believe that. And like Dwight said, now we can move on. Preparation is beginning. And when he made the statement that said, when Coach Grubb made the statement that said, Ty is a little fiery, that's what you need. That's what you need as a leader. That's what you need. Not somebody cool and laid back. And there's nothing being wrong with being cool and laid back. But I'm gonna tell you what. I just got a feeling. I got a feeling about this game. Okay, Bama Standards on Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central. Yeah, okay. Yes. Just telling you. Watch all these people. Watch Bama Standard. Like I said, I promote them for a reason. But as today, I'm telling you now, ties I got, and ties I got. Ty is our leader. I believe Bama's going to be okay. I believe we're going to be better than okay. But August the 30th is the start date, right? All right. So, you know what, Stephen? We hadn't done this in a while, sir. We hadn't done this in a while. So I think you know what I'm about to do. I'm not about to ask you to do something that I'm not going to do. And y'all know what I'm about to do. I need y'all to flood the chat with this right here. I want you to flood the chat with this right here. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, there we are. I need to flood the chat. Jermaine, what's up with you? Flood this chat. Can you flood the chat with 17 days and we roll? Yeah. You know what? I'm going to put it to you like this, Jeff. I hear a lot of people saying 2020 vibes, 2020 vibes, 2020 vibes. I don't have 2020 vibes. I don't. I understand. I got that. I understand what you're saying. But I more or less got vibes we hadn't seen yet. I think this is going to be something special. We got talent. In 2020, you remember you had Devontae, you had Jalen Waddle. But I'm going to put it to you like this. On this team, and Ephraim asked the question that some of y'all missed. I don't know if I started or not. Do you think this is a super team? And my answer was, to a certain degree, yes. But it's not going to be your average super team. Because we're just talking about it from an offensive point of view. But look at the defense. Look at the defense. Jermaine, there you go. I'm getting more of a 2012 where it's about to be some show enough dominance. Girl, KT, you gonna make me run. Girl, you gonna make me walk. You gonna make me leave from behind this, from in front of this camera. You gonna make me leave from right here, and y'all gonna be on your own. The shepherd gonna be the left the sheep. I'll be to spend all the church money. That's the vibe that I'm getting right there. It's a vibe that you hadn't seen before. It's something we hadn't seen. Yeah. Devontae, Judy, Ruggs, but remember, Ruggs was not there in 20 when we won that championship. I don't believe Ruggs was there. We had Devontae and Waddle. But remember this, but I get what you're saying. I'm saying, but the church money, the church money, Anitra. KT about to make me take all the church money. Because I'm telling you, I'm feeling something. I'm feeling this. After hearing this, because I was just in doubt. I was in doubt. But to hear a coach say that he earned it. And then to hear them for Ty to say that there was no jealousy and there was no this, there was no that, and there was no the other. Now the other guys got to come in and earn their spot. They got to come in and earn it. Everybody has to earn it. I always say, Gimme got his neck broke messing with his kinfolk. Okay? I'm telling you now. But you know what, Dwight? I got you. That's what makes it fun. Ryan is hyped up because of what Ryan did last year. I'm now. Okay, and you bring up an interesting point. If Ryan, if we don't have a nationally hyped up player but Ryan, then why are we hyping up Jeremiah Smith the way that he's doing? Because it's the same scenario. It's the same scenario. So so let's compare the two. Let's compare the two. Okay. Well, guess what, though, Dwight? Yes, in a kind of sort of way, we do have some players that are hyped up nationally. We do. But the thing about it is, it's more of a team effort this time. Yes, you're going to have your players getting their individual accolades and all. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. But if you notice how the media is forming the narrative that is more of a team, they're more concerned with the team. Like the number one offensive line, not just Jaden Roberts or Wilkin Formby or Parker Brailsford or Cam DeBerry or Gino Vandermark or Caden Proctor or something like that. Yes, I mean, they're getting their pub, but they're looking at it more from a team effort. They're looking at it from the defensive standpoint of they're saying the DBs, Keon Sabb, Bray Hubbard, God knows who else, Xavier Brown, all those guys, Mincy, all those guys, they're looking at it from a collective effort. Now, those individual awards will come later, but they're looking at it from a collective effort right now. So, to a certain degree, Dwight, we are getting the players known nationally. They are. But the separation will come as the season goes. As the season goes. So, I get what you're coming from, but it's just coming from a different way. It's just coming in a different way. Because just like with anybody else, there are weaknesses to the game. There are weaknesses to the game. Each player on any team has a weakness somewhere. They have a strength. As brilliant as everybody say Caleb Downs is, Caleb Downs can be completed upon. People have burned him. They burned him. When he played at Bama, he got burned. He got burned. People caught on it. They did. But he made enough plays for them to be a standout. That don't mean, you already know, you know what's up. But I think we're going to be fine. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. Man, come on, man. They got guys in there that can do that thing better than me. Thank you, though. But I'm just saying, I got this feeling that and like somebody was saying yesterday, and I was listening to someone. Oh, I know. I was listening to SEC Network last night. And one of the things that they were talking about with Kirby Smart is he likes it that they're flying under the radar. No, they're not. You're not flying under the radar if you're ranked in the top 5. You're not flying under the radar. No. You're not flying under the radar. No. You're not flying really under the radar if you're in the top 10. And you're not flying in the radar if you're in the top 25. Really, you're not. Flying under the radar just simply means the fact that people are not giving you much of a chance. Oh, Georgia, they're still giving a lot of chance. If you want to break it on down, Bama is who they're not giving a lot of the chance to. But they got us at 8. But I'm just telling you now that I believe, I'm of the firm persuasion that and I think I just saw it here in the chat. Hold it. See, y'all lighten this chat up. Y'all can't be too fast, chat. This right here. One snap at a time, discipline and consistency every play. Discipline every play, consistency every play. That's what brings victory. Personal battles on the line, personal battles in the backfield, personal battles where you are being disciplined and consistent on every play as an individual, as a group, being consistent, being disciplined, like she said, one snap at the time. And if you make a mistake, take it off. You're not perfect. You're not God. You're going to make mistakes. But if you marinate in that mistake, then it's going to always plague you. It was one play. That play is gone. Let's move on to the next one. And learn a little bit more discipline and consistency as you go, as you play. It's like life. It's like anything. I'm just saying. And then here's my next part. Here's another thing in KT's the dissertation right there about that discipline and consistency. That don't just mean the guys on the field. That also means the guys that got to come in and play for them when your number is called. You got to be ready, and you got to have that same discipline and consistency when it's your time to get out there on the field. And the church said, roll tide. I'm telling you now. And so if you see this on like discipline and consistency on a basis like it's supposed to be, then y'all, we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. But don't rest on your laurels. That's all I'm saying. Don't rest on your laurels. Don't rest on them. We've got to be disciplined even in winning. We've got to be disciplined. Don't be buying all that bling bling after you beat Georgia. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Take your win and let's go. We've got other fish to fry. In the words of Governor JB yesterday, midterms are coming. Midterms are coming. Even in an election year, people worry about midterms. What are the people saying? How are we looking? Where are we going? So that's where I take my crimson colored glasses off and see things for what they are. Where are we? What can we clean up on? I don't give a hoot if we are 4-0. I'm worried about being 1-0. I ain't worried about, listen, I'm not worried about ULM. I'm not worried about Wisconsin. I'm not worried about Georgia. And I'm not worried about Vanderbilt. I'm worried about Florida State. I'm concerning myself with August the 30th. That's what I'm on. It's got to be, thank you, LaToya. Every day, it got to be another day at the office. Thank you. Jeff, our team will get better with every game. They hate us because we're not, they're just ask, not us. Also known, one game at a time. On to the next, Anitra. That's the way it's got to be. That's all Piano Man is saying. I want us to go out there, in the words of Coach Sean, if you're listening, salute you, my brother. But in the words of Coach Sean, B2A. And that's got to be every game. And then watch this. Every play, put that B2A. Every game, every play, every play, every play. Thank you, Stephen. A one game at the time. Listen, don't play with nobody else in sight. You deal, listen, okay, I'm just gonna put it like this. When you with your significant other, nobody else matters. When you're with your significant other, I'm gonna use that in a relational way. When you are with your significant other, nobody else matters. Bama, when we're playing Florida State, nobody else matters. It's just that simple. Focus on Florida State. Dwight said it best. We chose QB1. So now it lets me know that August the 30th is at hand. Focusing on game week. We're focusing on it. Yeah, do your job. Dominate your box. Steven said, eat all, and that's the era I grew up in. Eat all the food on your plate before you get another one. Eat your main course before the dessert. And now they tell you, get your lesson before you eat your lunch. That's how that goes. Get your lesson before you eat your lunch. For Florida State, I've been saying it for a while now. You first. So I don't have on crimson colored glasses. I just got a vibe about this team that's not 2020, more like 2012, more like I'm gonna go back even to the days of the 70s when we were just coming with it, and when we looked at somebody and we played them hard just because we didn't like them. Take your emotions out of it. Let's get some facts on the ground. See, so now you got boots on the ground, facts on the ground, put their butts on the ground. That's what you do. And in the words of Stephen, right there. And I think someone else put earlier in the chat, check this out. Send them home. Send them home. I think and Dwight, I'm gonna send to you my Undertaker thing. And when we win, I'm just gonna put my Undertaker rest. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. Cleats on the ground. Cleats on the ground. Yeah. Yep, cleats on the ground. That right there on the ground. Now, if you throwing money on the, hey, look here, Nitra. But now if they throwing money on the ground and I'm around, it's on and popping. I'm gonna show you as done. I'm going to show you how it's done. Yes, sir. Exactly. We can't let team come back. Come back. Defense has to do its job. Yep, and keep teams on their side of the field. Can't give them explosive plays when the momentum is on our side. Right, Jeff. And speaking of that, let me put that back up there. Jeff, that's why I said I made the statement. I have a feeling that we're going to see some scores, and just, the intensity is going to be there. No more letting up. No more letting up. No more letting up. Adjustments. Exactly, Anitra. Adjustments. Adjust. But it's going back to this right here. Dude, bye. Yeah. Thank you for coming, Van. Get to work. Get to work. Thank you, man. We're going to keep the fire burning, bro. We don't know no other way than to keep it burning. We got to keep it burning, baby boy. We got to keep it burning. Keep that home fire burning. Be blessed, Van. Be safe, my brother. I'm finna get off of here too. I'm hungry. Now that watermelon juice can only go so far. But wait a minute. I got to do one thing. I didn't see this, Jermaine. That's the portal era. No one has the two. No, next up, these guys hit the portal to start. Texas nor UGA has a bunch of national high play. They don't. All Texas have, all you hear about the Texas is basically Arch Manning and Anthony Hill. That's it. We can go every now and then. That's it. Bama's going to be fine. And I think that's where what Van said, our wide receiver room is so stacked. I'm going to need to grow 2 more arms to give them all the rock. Because you gonna have some guys, all I know what's to come. That's all I know. But we got to keep that discipline and consistency. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's a secret. I think it's more or less with Roberts, he is hurt, but I also think that there's another element that's going there, and I think we're going to see some. It's going to be some rotation stuff there, Bama in 2025. I believe it's going to be some rotation stuff. I believe for the Roberts partner, James Smith, I'm not sure about, but look up Justin Smith, and I think he'll answer that question on Touchdown Alabama. I'm telling y'all again, all these, so many avenues, venues of wealth of information that's out there. Find it. That's what I do. That's what Piano Man does. I wish I was an insider, but even as an insider, there are things that you can tell. There are things that you got to hold up under your hat as well. Okay? But anyway, y'all, great show today. As I say all the time, I appreciate all 39 of y'all in the chat. It's been fun out here this morning, man. And hey, listen, everybody, week 1, August 30th is coming. I just believe that we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. You're welcome, Stephen. We're going to be fine. I feel a lot better now. I feel better. Let's put everything else in the past. You know what, Jeff? Before I finish saying what I'm saying, I got to address this. Yes. I put up a picture yesterday. I sent it to Dwight. And I asked the question, is this really Jam Miller or is this AI doing this good work? Because they had a picture of Jam Miller. And if this is Jam Miller that I saw, if this is the real Jam Miller, and the line block for this version of Jam Miller I'm looking at, somebody in trouble. Somebody in trouble. But Jam and Bernard will eat, but I'm going to tell you like this. I also have a feeling, y'all, Isaiah Horton is going to be somebody special. Did you see that? Bama 2025. Hold up. Bama 2025. You saw it too. Did you see that? That's all I can do is shake my head. You know what? The Lord willing, I'll have it back up here. I have it up here tomorrow. You saw it too. Bulked. My gosh. Bulked is, you see how she has it in all caps? That just simply means that's an understatement. I mean, that's an understatement. I saw that. I said, is this AI? Is this real? Yeah. Tallahassee Chief got his ear to the ground. He said, Tide is coming. Elephant stomping. Yeah, we coming, man. I'm telling y'all. But all I'm going to say is, God help. You know, all I'm saying, so Steven said the Bama train is leaving the station August the 30th. Be sharp, my friend, my brother. Be sharp, Sharpshooter Sports Talk. Man, I'm finally glad you got, listen, Be Sharp, I'm finally glad you got that title change, bro. Bro, because you still on that podcast stuff. You got it going on. Yeah, man. Roll Tide to you, Be Sharp. We had a good one this morning, bro. We had a good one. I'm telling Susan, I mean, wait a minute. Jam is big, but I don't think he's that big. I saw him on the interview. He's huge, but not as big as that pig. I'm telling Susan, I don't see, if a dude that big, I don't see how they walking. Because if they that big like that, they jack. I'm telling you, they jack. They jack. I'm telling you now, if he's that big, he's jack. He's jack. And I'm telling you this, if that be true, now that's where the NCAA gonna come in and say, give us a blood sample. Give us this. Give us that. Give us the third. That damn. My God. Yeah, good to see you, B Sharp. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, he gonna whoa. Susan, nothing. I ain't going there. I'm not going there. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good, Anitra. Yeah. I ain't. Yeah, exactly. I gotta put this up there, KT. I'm talking about they gonna say he in the cup immediately. Matter of fact, we want 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cups apiece. Immediately. You produce this, we want 10 cups. I'm telling you now, if that's the case, boy. So, I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I'm gonna put that picture up tomorrow. I didn't think to put it up today. I'm gonna put that picture up tomorrow. Like, what in the world? How many logs he been loading? I'm talking about that's old school work there, man. That's old school work. You got that right, Jeff. You got that right. You got that right. B Sharp, when will you be back on, brother? We need to know. Your waiting congregation needs to know. If you've never subscribed to Sharpshooter Sports Talk, quit listening, looking, and lurking, and go do it. We got him up through the summer, throughout the course of the summer. We got him up to over 1,000, and I'm glad to have been a part of that. And now we're working on Coach Carl. We're working on others to get them up, because I tell you all this daily. This kitchen is big enough for everybody to cook, and everybody gets something to eat. So no sense in being jealous of another content creator or podcaster. Why be jealous? You don't have to be. I am not going to respond. All I'm saying is, if Jam Miller is jacked up like that, I'm telling you now, they're gonna want a cup. They're gonna want a specimen, a sample. They gonna want to see. And B Sharp, we're gonna do everything we can do, brother, to put you up there some more, bro. We're gonna do everything that we can do. See that? Jeff said he subbed to B Sharp yesterday. Good, thank you. We thank you for that. We thank you. Yeah, thank you, LaToya. Thank you for giving us these times. Thank you for giving us these times. Piano Man chat, please tune into the Bama Stand on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central and the Final Whistle Network on Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Central. Thank you. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. There is a wealth of Bama content that is for true. That is for true. That's for true. That's for true. Okay. So thank you, LaToya. Let's support them. And that's why I take the time out to call them out. Let's support them. Let's support them. Okay. And thank you, Stephen. Let's, by day's end, let's get me up to 300. I've been patient. I don't know what the difference is between TikTok and YouTube. I'm not quite sure, but hey, I'm thankful for all of my subscribers and everything. Long Snapper Van is on Final Whistle. I'm going to go there. And matter of fact, I'm going to write that down in my calendar to make sure that I be on there supporting Van or anybody that is talking about Alabama football. Anybody. And I do mean anybody. I have beef with nobody. I'm a supporter. And the only reason I might not support one of two things. Either I'm in another doing something else, or I don't know about it. Other than that, I'm there. Well, you know what? I'll take that too. Back in 2025, I might get me some authentic shrimp fried rice out the I love myself some good Chinese food. Oh, Jeff, anytime. Y'all the reason I'm here. I love interacting with y'all. I really do. I love interacting with y'all. I really love it. I love it because y'all make me think. Y'all make me laugh. Y'all make me, sometimes you make me mad, but you don't make me mad. But y'all make me think. Y'all make me laugh. Oh, okay, Double A. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. Say less. Say less. Lord, help the saints. Let me see something here. Let's see. All right. With not double A. Steven, we getting ready to go because see, Steven is about to get started up. The honeybee syndrome is about to get to Steven. Yes, way offsides on Twitter. I'm just telling you, there are lots of Alabama Crimson Tide venues are open. Check them all out. I'm just fortunate to be in the number, and I thank everybody for following me. I thank everybody for engaging with me and everything. And I'm going to be doing some more things here at the course of the season, and it's going to be okay. All right, and don't get mad with Piano Man. Sometimes I might be doing some late night stuff. Okay, but I will let you know. I might be doing some late night stuff, and so that's gonna be for if I can, that's anyway. We just gonna make that happen. But what I'm also going to do is when I get off of here, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to I have it written here on a note card, but I'm about to shift all of that to something else a little bit more legible, and I'm going to be putting when all of these shows are on and everything, so we can really support. Bama Damn Sports is on Mondays at 7 p.m. That's when I get off, okay, and everything. So we have some more things coming up. So I'm especially with my brother B Sharp, and I'm supporting B Sharp. And I want him, and he knows this. He's heard me say this a million times. So, and I do it with more than just my mouth. I do it with more than just my mouth. I try to also do it with my substance, and because I want to see him further. I want to see him go further. Okay, B Sharp said he's doing a show tomorrow. That's what we're going to be looking for. Give us a time, bro. 6:30. Matter of fact, I don't even have a choir rehearsal tomorrow, so I can be literally on the show tomorrow, B Sharp, if you need me to. So thank you, Steven. See, I told y'all Steven got honeybees on his mind, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'll say it again. When God made a woman, he knew what he was doing. Praise his holy name. Yes, Lord. See, Dwight, don't put no ideas in my head. Bruh, you know what? I ought to do one at 4 o'clock in the morning. Because sometimes ideas be running through my brain and I'll just hop up. I'm telling you, I'll just hop up out my sleep and go to work. I'm telling you, I'm weird like that. I'm weird. And but I take the show to heart. Okay, now I'm putting this on the chat. 6:30 tomorrow, y'all. We can talk NFL and college, okay? Be sharp. You know what we ought to do? We need to put a fantasy league together, bro. We really do. I'm in a college fantasy league, and next year with my friend Jacob and them, it's crazy, man. And I have my own team and everything, but we need to put a fantasy team together. Okay. So we might need to look into that. Be sharp, but I'll be there if you do it. I'm down with it. Dwight, if you put a league together, bro, I want to be a part and everything. That's right, Latoya. Latoya, see, I'm with you, Latoya. When Adam saw Eve, he said, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. He probably did because he wanted to know why his side was hurt. Yes, Lord. But But I'm telling y'all now, when God made a woman, he knew what he was doing. Yes, he did. And I thank you, Lord. I felt that in my shondo. Anyway, y'all, I got to go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm laughing at all y'all right about that. Doggone right, Jeff. For real women, not this made up stuff. Not these. Then let me be quiet, cause folks so woke and they woke and soft. That's what they are. But I don't want Only thing, look here. Only trans I want is a transcript, a trans am, and some trans fat. Will you fried fish? That's about it. Oh, wow. I plan to visit every SEC stadium. Cool. Cool. Okay. Okay. I got you. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I hear you, LaToya. You don't know nothing, Nitra. You don't know nothing. You leave me alone, Nitra. See, I blame this on Susan. All Susan has to do is show up, and it's like she gives off this vibe, and then everybody just get ghosts. Thank you, Dwight. Dwight said he'll start a league if you're in the fantasy football. Zach, what's up, my main man? Zach Picture Game and Back Pictures House. Zach's Picture Show. That's got a nice ring to it. ZNT Picture Show. Okay, cool. We done got Jeff started. Look, y'all, this is a family show. But darn, that's how families get started, don't they? Oh my goodness, I got to go, y'all. See, y'all making me act up. I got to go. I'm out of here. So anyway, y'all just know, have a great day. Be blessed today. Have a great day. Have fun today. Okay, I got to get with Dwight about the raffle. I've got to get with Dwight because with Dwight, with the schedule that he has and everything, I'm gonna center it around him. So whatever day Dwight can do it, and that will be the day that it's done. That'll be the day that it's done. So thank you, Ephraim. I have not forgotten. I'm still a man of my word, but Dwight holds all the keys for that for me. Okay, Jeff. Now you know what? I'm gonna put this on the screen now, because I see it like you see it. And I'm just gonna say it like this. It's Adam, Eve, not Adam and Steve. And the only thing Steve can do for me is tell me which way Eve, Yvette, and Eva went. Okay? That's it. Yeah, I said it. This is my show. I can say what I want to say. That's how I feel. Now everything else, Moon Rocker. There he is. Look who showed up, everybody. Roll Tide. Yeah, man. Tide gonna roll. The Tide gonna roll. We all gonna roll. Heads gonna roll. Everything. It's gonna be all right. Susan, I done told you before. You don't have to say anything. All you got to do is show up. And then the rest of it just takes on a personality of his own. And Yvonne either. Yvonne, Eva, Yvette. Females. Let's put it like that. Right, Moon Rocker? Right, Jeff? Right, Steven? I ain't interested in all that other stuff. Yeah, buddy. I'm just saying now. Moon Rocker, I'm so jacked up, man. I'm like a kid on his birthday. I want to see what the present gonna be. I want to taste the cake. I want a little ice cream to go with it. You got that right, LaToya. You better tell her. I can't wait for FSU. 17 more days. That's all we got to say. FSU, you're first. So, everybody, have a great day. Have a great day. I think KB comes on tonight with his midweek. B Sharp will be on tomorrow. Let's support all of our guys. Zach, I tell you what, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk next week. I have a reason for saying that next week, but next week we'll do that next week, okay? But I know how to find you privately though. Privately said, you know, and we'll go from there, okay? So it's nothing bad. Just that we want to, you know, we all just want to meet up about the ULM game. We just want to try to get some schedules down. That's all. But we'll get it down. Doggone right, Anitra. The cake. The cake. Taste the cake. Taste the cake. Like Janet said, Moth the Flame, Auntie Janet, praying with you, praying for you. You know, when you said that, I was just thinking about Auntie Janet Moon Rocker. I hope she's well and everything. We don't get a chance to chat like we used to, but just know I'm thinking about you, praying for you, praying with you, even if you're listening and all that kind of stuff, and hope you know, wish you the best and everything. So anyway, see, Anitra, what? That's what you know what? I can't. Yeah, indeed. Blessings to Janet. Blessings to Janet. Blessings to Janet. And we miss her. We miss her. And so anything I can do to help, just let me know. And all that good stuff. But 17 days and we rolling, y'all. Nitra, I ain't studying you. Yeah, nothing personal, Florida State. You're just first. That's all. You're just first. Let me see something here. I need to do something. Here we go. So anyway, y'all, I got to go. August the 30th will be Steven's birthday. He said he having ice cream and the cake, both. Just nothing. Let me be quiet. I'm not gonna get off into that moon rock. I done said what I had to say. Yeah, buddy. I done said what I had to say. Only, you know, I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna let them take that up with the Lord and everything else. But as for Piano Man, it's honeybee season. All day, every day. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna shut them up. We're gonna shut them up. We're gonna shut them up. Uh-huh. We're gonna shut them up. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that. It's gonna be all right. Yes, Lord. So anyway, y'all, I gotta go. Panama Jack will be on the milk cart. Yeah, oh, I got you, Moon Rocker. I got you. Oh, I know. We gotta be correct, but anyway, I just know where I stand, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna say this, I'm out for real. I know the Lord gonna get me for a lot of stuff, but that's gonna be one He won't get me for. I'm just saying now. I'm just saying that'll be one He won't get me for. He won't get me for a lot of stuff, but that won't be one of them. Yes, God. You know, I'm gonna uphold the standard. That's right. So anyway, y'all. Been a great show. Have fun. Shoot, it don't make no difference what kind of cake it is, Steve. All I know is, you know, I love cake. I love pie. I love things that are sweet. Good old-fashioned peach cobbler with a good crust to it. Wow, that's good eating, man. That's good eating. Chocolate cake sounds good. Sure is, especially that icing. But we about to, but I'm just saying, great. Thank you, Dwight. Thank you, 401k crew. Thank you, Dwight, for all of the pie is greater than cake. You know what? See, come on, Will Butcher, kick in now. Come on, Will Butcher, please kick in. Thank you, Dwight, for all of the graphics today and everything that you bought to us to let us hear Ty, let us hear Coach Grubb and everything. We're going to have some more graphics coming. And tomorrow I'm going to put up this picture of Jam Miller that we saw that everybody's talking about. Like, I'm with KT. That might warrant, if this be true, that's going to warrant the P Cup for real. I'm telling you now. Yeah, buddy. Thank you for everybody in the chat. We didn't really lose anybody. Thank you for keeping things going. Moon Rocker, Z&T Picture Show, Steven. Thank you for Latoya, Batman 2025, Double A, Susan, all of y'all. Jeff, Ephraim, all y'all, Latoya, all y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for coming. Wait, let me see what the last one gonna be. Let's see. Okay, Moon Rocker. I'm gonna be careful with the, you know. Hey, see what B Sharp saying. Thank you, B Sharp, for coming. New videos, had to, yeah. And that's something I'm learning to do. Dwight is kind of showing me a little something. And Dwight, I want you to know, sir, that I am on my own learning some stuff. And I'm gonna surprise you here in a minute. Because B Sharp, I got a second monitor, and I got to figure out how to. Dwight showed me how to do it, but something is a step that Dwight, I left off somewhere, and I can't remember exactly what you said. But I'm gonna show you something here in a minute. And Buddy Rowe, you're gonna say, he's learning. Okay. Y'all see what my producer said? He got the College Pick'em League up, and we just need some information about it and everything. But we're gonna let Dwight lead that and everything. We just gonna all be a part. But let's just have some fun. It's college football season, y'all. Let's get it. Okay, let's get it. All right. Y'all have a great day. Be blessed. Be safe. Have fun today. And we're going to be back here in the morning. The Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. And red velvet cupcakes and honeybees and peach cobbler, pound cake from Pound Town. Let me see where else. Chocolate cake from Chocolate City. German chocolate from Germany. Just look, it's time for. That's just my way of saying it is football season. It's tailgating season. It's time to cook. Do your good cooking, do your good grilling, do your good barbecuing, all that kind of stuff. And just know, August the 30th at 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central. Everybody else, you know what time it is. It is time for Bama football. Florida State, you first. Buster, if you ain't got a job by now, you don't want one. 3-Stroke Charlie, no hope for you because you ain't trying to get no help. And Billy, you still too doggone short to play basketball. The Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow. Roll Tide. Y'all have a great day. God bless. I am out. Thank y'all for coming.